My name's Jonathan Soistman. I grew up in Cordova, and I'm a graduate of Easton High School. We have two practices, and we started in Centerville. We took over for a Navy dentist, a retired Navy dentist. He practiced 30 years in Centerville, a guy named Tom Downs, an amazing dentist. And and that's where we started. So we took over, we bought that practice in 2015, October 2015. And then Easton, we acquired Easton in May of 2018 from a dentist, Gordon Calvert. And so he, it was kind of interesting, that whole thing, because him and I first spoke right after I bought the practice in Centerville. And I said, I have every intention coming to Easton, but not right now. And so we ended up talking, down the road, and 2018 was the year.
Tell us a little bit more, not just about your regular clientele, but when you do these community dentistry days. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, first off, I just want to make sure that we fully understand that when we talk about impact is happening through me, but it's not just, it's me with a whole bunch of other people around me. Like, I can't do anything by myself. So, and you always give, the turn ownership back to God. And so ultimately at the end of the day, that's where the credit goes. But in terms of what we're doing, it's a team effort. There's nothing that happens just with me. That first time we did it in 2016, I think I will never forget for my whole life, but I showed up at like 5 o'clock. I was 2 hours. You haven't heard the story. I was like 2 hours early, right? So I go in the back door at Centerville. I'm all like groggy. And I remember like turning on the office, and I went to unlock the front door, not even thinking, because it was pitch black out. I remember opening the door and there was someone right in my face. And I was like, ah. And I was like, hey guys. And then I looked around. I was like, oh my gosh, everyone's standing out here. And like when we acquired the office in Easton in 2018, they came to me like almost immediately. And they said, Dr. Soistman, we need to do 2 days of free dentistry a year. Let's do one in Easton and one in Centerville. I was thinking maybe we just rotate. I don't know, They're like, because it's their time. It's not just me. I told you, got a team of people behind me, and they're volunteering their time, which sometimes gets me emotional thinking about that, because it's just awesome. And it's Saturdays. Yeah, so they're giving up a full rest and rejuvenation day, you know what I'm saying, or time with their family day, to come and volunteer all of their talent to an individual for free. So they came to me right away and said, hey, we need to do 2 days. That's what you want to do? That's what we're going to do. And so, yeah, so we've seen a lot of people over the years. So you want to get other people involved in generosity. It's just,
Very smart. I know help.
Since 2016, we're at 2023. It goes quick, doesn't it?
And you intend on doing this?
Until I'm no longer a part of the organization. In my head, I just weigh, does this decision go along with the goal of our generosity campaign? And as long as the answer is yes, and as long as the answer turns into more value for my patients, the answer will always be yes.
So tell us more about your international work.
So it was interesting. It was the first time that we went to the Dominican Republic. Great story. It's the man that runs this hospital down in the Dominican Republic. He was the 9th child and the last child of a family that immigrated from Haiti into the Dominican. And when this man was being born, the director of this hospital, when he was being born, his mom was refused care at a hospital in the Dominican, and she died during his childbirth. So his goal was always to, build a hospital and not refuse anyone else treatment. So, you think about that story, it's a really good one. And so, an organization that I work with helped, and myself helped build a dental facility on top of this hospital. But we put together a team of people that wanted to go down, and took some time to do that. So it was a 1 week trip, and our goal was to go down and get on a bus. Well, we actually had a shuttle. The bus met us out there. So we worked in the batays, which are sugarcane fields. I went down there with the mission to serve. So We did dentistry 3 days, I think, 3 days, and out of the 5 or 6 that we were there, and we did like 107 extractions in like 6 hours a day.
They have no other.
No, they would have yeah, it's just like here, people struggle. You go down and you're just reminded of just how similar we are, and that was, it's always a takeaway for me, is when you get to experience someone else's culture.
What's it like doing business in?
It's been good. I mean, the town of Easton is fantastic. It's full of smart, good-hearted people, and so I'll always be in Easton. But I just, in order to serve patients better, just thought I'll just leave that as a surprise. I don't need to tell you everything.
I love it. We'll come back. Who knows?
You never know what today holds. It's a gift, and it should be thought of like that. If you want any last parting words, would be try to give more. Or if you haven't given anything, just try to give something today. And you just watch the way, even if it's a smile. Like if you just walk through life, if you're standing next to somebody at Walmart, you're in line, and you just smile, check out the reaction that you have from the person that you smile to. I guarantee you 9.7, 9.8, 9.9 times out of 10, you'll get a smile back.